We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask from returns for to smash that like button to let when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with the S&P 500 index, the SPY, and we're going to break down everything going on with it. A lot of volatility in the last several days and specifically today, right? And our SPY bot at 1:15 p.m. sent us out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, call options were up 2 to 3x within an hour, guys. And this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and receiving the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility, and join the members using these resources as well to maximize within the volatility and the opportunities in the charts, guys. So the SPY had a rally today, and we're going to break it all down. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave 10 to 15%, 15% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was MNTS. We caught this one in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards after having a big spike in the pre-market hours, pulling downwards towards the bell and consolidating, had a slight moment of a pullback after the bell, and from that moment forward, reversed into strength on 42 vision. We got that extra layer of confirmation with that bull indicator, and it went for a highest point of 30% plus, guys. We strive for opportunities like these every single day. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the S&P 500 index, the SPY, and we're going to break down in today's video how the 10-year is moving, how different things are looking, and why the stock actually started to go higher. Well, not just the stock, but the overall stock market, and a lot of stocks moved up with it. And a lot of people were actually following Tesla today, Apple, a lot of these stocks were moving with it almost exactly to the T. They don't always move exactly to the T, but the direction was overall all together. So I'm going to pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and receiving the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members receiving this clarity and edge as well within the volatility of the markets and maximizing on the opportunities. Once again, the link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So we had the SPY under a bull indicator, right? And it went into extreme weakness yesterday on 42 vision. Now, Ultimate 42 vision tried to reverse, sat sideways, redouble dipped here, and almost created like a double bottom effect at these levels, and a strong support here at 443. And the effect was to bounce higher. Now, it took several hours for that to play out, and once it did, we got that bull indicator pretty early, as you saw there with our SPY bot, which tracks the 5-minute, and then a little bit later, almost an hour later, on the 30-minute, it reconfirmed another bull indicator in the bigger picture, and almost all the losses between yesterday and today have almost been erased. Now, it's still missing a little bit there, but almost all of it has been erased, and this volatility, it's not going anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and having clarity within this volatility is where it matters to maximize within each move, because there's opportunities to the downside and there's opportunities to the upside. I mean, this week alone, there was someone that turned their 3K account into 21K following 42 vision, being disciplined, making their own rational decisions within the volatility by receiving this edge and clarity that 42 vision and the charts bring. Now, just because one member in the group was able to do that doesn't mean that everyone that comes with 3K, they could do this in a week. But this week was very volatile, and if you just followed what the bull and bear indicators were showing and the overall chart in the transitions from green to white, from white to green, there was a lot of opportunity, whether it was in the 5-minute, in the 15-minute, the 1 hour, and so forth. And opportunities are going to continue to pop up as long as we're able to see the dips and the rips. And the white with red borders is what I call the dip area. The rip area is the bright green, and you could see the transition there as well. And then we have the extra layer of confirmations when bull indicators pop up and also when bear indicators pop up to either direction. So this is actually looking like a support here so far here at 443. I think that's going to be super important to watch. If that gets broken through, when you look at the bigger picture and we go over to the 4 hour, it's been under a bear indicator since March 31st. Now, things have been pretty volatile on the way down. It's trying to pop back up, then it goes back down. And then we have it here trying to pop back up again. But it's under a bear indicator, and we will need a bull indicator to cancel that out to continue like it did here and like it did here when it canceled out the last bear indicator. Now, we are seeing this look like it's actually very volatile to the downside, but when you zoom out, it's actually pushing upwards, and this could just be a setup for the next bull run, right? And there's been a lot of uncertainty and a lot of big, heavy statements by the Fed. But when you go over to the 10-year here, which I think is very important, and you go over to oil, let's look at oil first. You could see that oil spiked up, right, to over $100, came down below $100 and spiked up recently over $100 and now is back below it again. As long as oil stays below $100 a barrel, I think there's going to be some strength in the markets and they can shake this off. Now, if it double bottoms here, as you could see it trying to form that and go back up, and it becomes a big W, well, that is something to pay attention to for the next several weeks and months as it starts to reverse, and it may actually affect the markets in some way, indirectly or directly, right? We don't know yet. But here we have the 10-year, and the 10-year is continuing upwards, okay? They're pricing in higher interest rates, the possibility of that 0.5 rate hike more than once, actually. And that's another thing that the overall market is slowly pricing in as well. The fact that it's no longer going to be a steady 0.25. It could be 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So when you look at this pullback, it has a lot to do with obviously trying to price in this surprise that is no surprise. Everybody was aware of it. It's just the Fed didn't directly say it. And then we also have the overall market just getting shaken up because of the balance sheet as well. I mean, that is something that a lot of people didn't want to be aware of or kind of push to the side, but it's coming. And they're stating it's coming faster, more aggressive than they thought. So we need to see how this all plays out, because this is where the Fed tightening is actually being felt. It wasn't just that March rate hike, which everything looks like, oh, the rate hike was 0.25, let's rally, everything's great. And then everybody thinks that that's it. There's no more fear. No, now it's the process of the tightening that we need to go through. And that's why I state in my video, volatility is going to continue. And if you think that this is going to be a straight shot up or a straight shot down, you are wrong. And holding through this volatility, I personally do not think is the smartest move. There's going to be a lot of zigzags going on. And within those zigzags, I'm going to try to maximize as much as I can with the clarity that the charts bring. Now, I'm not stating this as financial advice. Nothing that I state in my videos is to be taken as financial advice. But I am sharing my opinion and my thoughts. And I've shared it since the beginning of the year when we went into correction mode / crash mode, and then how things were looking here. And this is what we compared all this time with 42 vision, not on the 1 day, but on the 1 week, what's going on, right? And the 1 week, we always went back to 2019, 2018, the last correction that we went through / crash, when the bear indicator popped up. when it ended and when the bull indicator popped up. And then we also went over to the 2020 March crash when things pulled back pretty fast, and how on the 1 day, if you actually switch it over, you could see here in that pullback how there was a fake out, and it was actually so weak that no bull indicator popped up and it went lower, right? We were tracking that based off 2020 and what the charts were showing on 42 vision. And then we had this fake out here, which I always stated, we want to watch this carefully. We could probably go lower. And then it seems so far that we double bottomed here, and that's why we ran. But the fear, uncertainty, and doubt and volatility isn't going anywhere, okay? It is still out there, and we still want to watch this carefully, because on the 1 week, we do not have a bull indicator just yet, and this is actually leveling off. If you actually look at it, this bar did not continue the upward momentum. It actually is kind of curvaturing. So the question mark here is, will it actually create another bar to the downside to turn back downwards, or will it level off before it pops up and gets another bar continuation to the upside, like these have right here, like this leveling off right here, and then these two back to back going up pretty fast. And then in that process too, the higher it goes, will a bull indicator pop up to negate this bear indicator? Because the last time bull indicators popped up, it lasted for a year to a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I think this is going to be very important and vital moving forward, what's going on here and what to look for as we continue to watch these charts and what's going on in the overall markets. Now, all these different headlines, the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt, it's going to keep popping up. Then things are going to look a little bit better. Then we're going to kind of brush off, if it's 0.5, if it's 0.25, all these different ways that we could sit here and guess things around. But right now, what the charts are showing, it's still not bullish enough. And we were under a bull indicator here on the 1 day, and we're getting really close for a bear indicator popping up if this breaks through for 43. That's the key level that I'm watching right now. If this is going to continue going into weakness, and the 1 week in the bigger picture is still under a bear indicator. If you guys want to receive clarity within the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and joining the members using these resources to maximize within the volatility so you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the market's volatility, whether stocks are going up or going down, to maximize within the moves. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.